He threw 3 or 4 different pitches for strikes, and then he counts. Then he kind of keeps you off balance with the quick pitch, and then he kind of takes his time a little bit. So, as a hitter, it's all about timing, and he disrupted it tonight for sure. I think throwing the cutters away from a right-handed hitter, the sinkers in, change-ups, curveballs. Just 4 excellent pitches, throwing them for strikes in any count. He was able to keep his pitch count down, pitch deep in the game. And like I said, when you give that guy a lead, he can just pound the zone with all those different types of pitches. Definitely keeps you off balance.
You see DeGrom all the time. How frustrating is it to be on the field with a guy with that kind of stuff against a team that just doesn't swing and miss?
Yeah, Jake came out throwing the ball great, and they just grinded him out. They did a really nice job of fouling off some tough pitches, putting in play some really good pitches. And like I said, when you got a team that, continuously fights and, battles, every pitch like that, it can wear you down. But, Jacob did a nice job. He's around the strike zone. He likes to pitch to contact. They just found some holes, got some big hits, and then had that big inning.
David, how important is home field going to be for you guys? They still have to win 2 more, and you get the next 3 at home.
Yeah, that's the, right now we just got to focus on Friday's game. We can't think about the hole that we're in. We just got to concentrate on one at a time, and it'll be nice to get to our park, our house. I'm sure the fans are going to be going crazy and utilize that home field advantage because we have done it all year.
How would you use
Friday a must-win?
What's that?
Friday a must-win.
We need to treat all these games like they're, must-wins. I think that's what we did a really nice job that got us here is, treating every game like an elimination game, and, this is no different.
Were you been a little bit unsure what Johnny Cueto you're going to see tonight? He's been so up and down in the postseason.
I think he's been really good at home, if I'm...
Good at home, but then,
yeah. So I think that, you go out there, you expect to see the best. You expect to see the Johnny Cueto that, we saw in Cincinnati for so many years, and that's a tough one, and that's exactly what we got tonight.
How will you use tomorrow's off day personally? What will you do to either decompress or kind of get some rest? I think it's just, some guys, like to come to the park and kind of get into the routine. Others just like a complete off day. I'm not sure which direction I'm going to go yet, but I think different guys kind of relax and take a deep breath in different ways.
What do you have to do to take better advantage of the opportunities that you do have? Because it seemed like, at least in the middle innings, Cueto was falling behind in the count quite a bit.
We were able to draw some walks.
Yeah.
But again, when you have 1 or 2 opportunities to score runs, that's tough to do. I think what they've done an excellent job of, it seems like they put runners on base every inning. So, I think, you're bound to get a couple hits with those runners in scoring position when it seems like they're out there every inning. So it's tough offensively when, like tonight, when you get 1 shot, to score runs and it doesn't happen. You start maybe pressing a little bit offensively and trying to do a little too much.